Now, newsman Dennis Daly presents his unique look at current events in another of his wide-ranging daily video blogs.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. What you are looking at is the base of one of the arches at McDonald's, and if you look very closely down on the corner, you'll see the janitor had to put a screw in the metal because the outside yellow was beginning to separate from the rest of the arch. Let's look at this again. You see there are actually two pieces of metal, and the outside, you might call this the fault zone. It was bowing out just a little bit, and it came time for them to replace it. But why did they have to do it? Well, there's a little lesson in physics and mechanics that very few of us think about very often, and that's called bimetal heating. What happens if you have two sheets of metal, let's say the outside of that McDonald's sign and its backing, and you put them together, and out here in the desert heat, one of them tends to swell faster than the other. Let's say this one is more susceptible to heat change and starts to expand. If it's attached to this one is going to try to override it. In the case of the McDonald's sign, it's separated. But what would happen if you were to glue those two pieces of metal together? This one would start pushing the other piece over. And you can use that in a situation like this. Here are two thin strips of very different metals glued together in a long, loose coil. Now, if we attach the end of the coil at one point, and then stick a pointer in the middle and let it pivot from the center, and then attach that pointer to one spot on the coil, when the temperature changes, one coil will try to override the other, and the needle will move. Most inexpensive thermometers use a hidden coil to drive the pointer. Even some thermometers with a probe have a unique coil matrix in the end that transfers the rotation of the needle up the shaft to the circular thermometer. Just thought you'd like to know. I'm Dennis Daly with your Daily News Update.